Hello, welcome. Today we'll be dealing with biology past question 2019, and we are dealing with question 1. Which of the following structures will not be found in the nucleus? A. It says DNA. B. It says nucleolus. C. It says lysosome. D. Central. Now, to answer this question efficiently, we'll have to draw the structure of a simple cell. A simple cell. Now, a simple cell is like this. At the center, we have the nucleus. This is the nucleus. In the nucleus, we have the chromosomes. Now these chromosomes contain DNA and RNA. We have centrals. And we have the nucleolus. Now, this place is the cytoplasm, and in the cytoplasm we have the mitochondria, we have the lysosome, we have the endoplasmic reticulum, we have the Golgi bodies, and so many others. Now, from my diagram, you agree with me that the only structure that is not found in this nucleus of the cell, the only structure that is not found in the nucleus is the what? Is the lysosome. It is found in the cytoplasm. Now, the answer to this question is C, lysosome. Thank you. Please ensure you subscribe to Hello, good day. Today we'll be dealing with biology past question 2019. I will be solving question 2. An example of an organ level of organization is A. Bird, B. Kidney, C. Spermatozoon, and D. Xylem. Now, what are the levels of organization? That's the first question you ask yourself when you attempt a question like this. Now, the levels of organizations are, we are starting from the most basic and the simplest level of organization, which is the cell. After the cell, we have tissue. Group of cells make up the tissue. After the tissue, we have the organ. Group of tissues make up an organ. Then we have the system. Now, the system also comprises of so many organs. Now, when we consider the given options, a bird has organs like the eyes and the leg, making it a system. The bird is an animal system. The kidney has tissues like the blood and other tissues, making it an organ. The spermatozoon is a cell, a sex cell for males. So it is not made up of any level of organization because it is the basic level of organization, which is the cell, like I said earlier. The xylem the xylem is a tissue, is a plant tissue, as it is made up of so many plant cells. Now, from this simple explanation, you agree with me that our answer here is option B, kidney. Kidney is the only organ amongst the options. Thank you and God bless you. Please ensure to subscribe to our Hello, good day and welcome. Today we'll be dealing with biology past question 2019, working on question 3. The structural similarity between Paramecium and Amoeba is A. 1 food vacuole, B. 2 contractile vacuole, C. 2 nuclear, D. 1 gullet. Now, before you can answer a question like this, you should be very conversant with the structural capabilities of Paramecium and Amoeba. Now, let's look at the Paramecium first. Now, Paramecium. Now, the Paramecium has 2 contractile vacuoles, it has 2 nuclei, that's a macro and a micro nuclei, making it 2. Also, the Paramecium has 1 gullet and 1 food vacuole. Now, let's look at an Amoeba. Now, an Amoeba is a very simple cell. So, an Amoeba has just 1 contractile vacuole. It has 1 food vacuole. It has 1 nuclear, and it doesn't have a gullet, no gullet. Now, based on the features I listed, the only similarity between an Amoeba and a Paramecium is the food vacuole. They both have 1 food vacuole. So our answer here is A, 1 food vacuole. Thank you and God bless you. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hello, welcome. Today we'll be dealing with biology past question 2019, question 4. The class of plants, the root system in the diagram I and II below represent respectively are A. Dicotyledonea and monocotyledonea, B. Monocot and dicotyledonea, C. Dicotyledonea and dicotyledonea, D. Monocotyledonea and monocotyledon. The correct answer in this particular question is A. Now I will tell you why. I is a dicot plant, because in a dicot plant the root is always a taproot. There's always a main root in a dicot plant. Now, if you look at this diagram, I'll draw a similar diagram here. Look at this diagram. The root starts from this point. Now there's a main root that goes down. Now the other roots are part of this main root. That's for a dicot plant. the other roots are part of this main root. Now this main root is called what? The tap root for a dicot plant. Now for a monocot plant, now all the roots originate from the base of the stem like this. Now the root comes like this. Now this kind of root is called a fibrous root. Now from my diagram and explanation, you will agree with me that I is a dicot plant and II is a monocot plant. Thank you and God bless you. Please, for more videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hello, welcome. Today we'll be dealing with biology past question 2019, question 5. What stage of cell division is illustrated in the diagram? A. Prophase, B. Metaphase, C. Anaphase. Now whenever you're given a question like this, the first thing to do is to look for a striking feature that distinguishes all stages of cell division. Now for all stages of cell division, there is always a uniqueness, there is always a unique occurrence that distinguishes all stages of cell division. That is why the diagram of prophase will always be different from the diagram of metaphase, the diagram of anaphase, and so on. Now in prophase, the striking feature of every prophase stage of cell division is the condensation of the chromatin and the disappearance of the nucleus. Now in a prophase stage of cell division, you have something like this. The nucleus begins to disappear, and then the chromatins begin to condense, and then you have something like this. Now this is for prophase. In anaphase, the replicated chromosomes are split. Now when I mean the replicated chromosomes are split, the chromosomes move in opposite direction as they are being split, and then you have a diagram like this. Now you see the chromosomes moving in opposite direction like this. And whenever you see a diagram like this, you should know it is an anaphase diagram, and this is an anaphase. Now for metaphase, the striking feature of a metaphase stage is the alignment of the chromosomes at the equator of the cells before they are being split. Now the diagram is now like this, just like the one we have here. Diagram is like this. Now in case you are unaware of the meaning of an equator is just like saying the center. This point is the equator. Now in every metaphase stage, the chromosomes are aligned at the equator. They are at the verge of splitting. That is why they are aligned here. So you have something like this. So according to this diagram, the answer to this question is metaphase. Metaphase is the correct answer. Thank you for viewing and God bless you. Ensure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hello, good day and welcome. Today we'll be dealing with biology past question 2019, question 10. Muscle fatigue in the body of an athlete is due to A. Low pH, B. High oxygen content, C. Accumulation of lactic acid, D. Accumulation of carbonic acid. During vigorous exercise, the human body is usually exercised to the point where the energy content gotten from aerobic respiration is not enough. Now, in this stage, the human body improvises. The human body improvises by respiring anaerobically. Now, this anaerobic respiration is the respiration in the absence of oxygen. Now, in the absence of oxygen, this respiration takes place in the muscle of the athlete. Now, it forms lactic acid, carbon 4 oxide, and 2 ATP. Now, the energy produced is very little, but it aids the athlete in the vigorous exercise. Now, when you agree with me that when after running for a very long period of time, when you stop, you begin to feel pains either on your leg or your hands. Now, that pain is due to the accumulation of lactic acid. Now, the pain will only stop when you begin to breathe very fast, and then that lactic acid in your muscle is oxidized. So according to this particular question, the muscle fatigue in the body of an athlete is due to the accumulation of lactic acid. That's option C. So option C is the correct answer for this particular question. Thank you. Ensure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Hello, good day. Today we'll be dealing with biology past question 2019, and we'll be solving question 11. The heart can beat continuously without being fatigued because it is composed of A. We have the skeletal muscles, B. We have the smooth muscles, C. We have the cardiac muscles, D. We have the renal muscles. Now, what's the skeletal muscles? Skeletal muscles are muscles we find in our hands, our legs, and the rest. These are muscles that enable us to move our joints. Smooth muscles are muscles that occur at the lining of our delicate organs like the stomach and the rest. Cardiac muscles. Now, cardiac muscles are muscles that are found in the heart. Now, you can find the cardiac muscle in the heart. And what is the special feature of this muscle? A cardiac muscle is responsible for the continuous beating of the human heart. It is never fatigued because it never stops beating. Now, we do not control the cardiac muscles by our conscious activities. No, the cardiac muscle is controlled. Cardiac muscle is controlled by the human brain. Now, the part of the human brain that controls the cardiac muscle is the medulla oblongata. As you all know, if the human heart stops beating, the person is dead or almost dead. So now this muscle of the human heart beats continuously. It aids the beating of the heart. Now lastly, we have the renal muscles. Now renal muscles are muscles that are found in the human kidney. And not just human, in kidneys of other organisms too. So according to this explanation, the option that suits our description, this option that suits this particular description is the cardiac muscle. It can never be fatigued except the person is dead. So the heart can beat continuously without being fatigued because it is composed of cardiac muscles. Thank you and God bless you. Please ensure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hello, good day. Today we'll be dealing with biology past question 2019, question 6. The part labeled I in the diagram is called the A. Centroma, B. Spindle fiber, C. Central, D. Chiasmata. Now, when you're given a question with a diagram, the first thing to do is to identify that diagram. This particular diagram is a metaphase stage of a mitotic cell division. A metaphase stage of a mitotic cell division. Now, to solve this question critically, we need to draw the diagram again. At the top, you have the central, you have the spindle fiber, at the equator you have the centroma, at the equator you have the centroma. You look down like this. Now, joining these centromas together, you have a chiasmata. You have a chiasmata. I'm sure with this little description, you agree with me that the answer to this particular question is C, central, because the central is located at the top, at the poles of this particular diagram. Thank you and God bless you. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hello, good day and welcome. Today we'll be dealing with biology past question 2019, question 7. The rate of diffusion of molecules between two media will be higher if A. The difference in concentration of the two media is low. B. The difference in concentration of the two media is negligible. C. The difference in concentration of the two media is high. D. There is no difference in concentration of the media. Whenever you are given a question, you look for the keyword. In this particular question, the keyword is diffusion. Diffusion. Now, what is diffusion? Diffusion refers to the movement of molecules, ions, or gases from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. Now, from this explanation, I said higher concentration to lower concentration. Now you agree with me. You agree with me that the God, why is this something like this? Hello, good day and welcome. Today we'll be dealing with biology past question 2019, question 7. The rate of diffusion of molecules between two media will be higher if A. The difference in concentration of the two media is low. B. The difference in concentration of the two media is negligible. C. The difference in concentration of the two media is high. D. There is no difference in concentration of the two media. Now, whenever you are given a question, you look for the keyword. In this particular question, the keyword is diffusion. Diffusion is the keyword. Now you ask yourself, what is diffusion? Diffusion simply means the movement of molecules, ions, and gases from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. Now, from the definition alone, you agree with me that the higher the difference in temperature in concentration, the higher the rate of diffusion, because from the definition it says it's the movement of gases, ions from higher to lower. So now the correct answer in this option will be C, which says that the difference in concentration of the two media is high. Thank you and God bless you. Please ensure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hello, good day and welcome. Today we'll be dealing with Biology Past Question 2019, Question 8. Anaerobic respiration in the organism illustrated in the diagram below produces carbon dioxide and what? Now, A, it says ethanol, B, water, C, oxygen, D, glucose. Whenever you are given a question, firstly, you choose, you identify the diagram. Now, this diagram is a diagram of a yeast. Now, this is the yeast diagram. Now, the keyword here is anaerobic respiration. Now, anaerobic respiration refers to respiration in the absence of oxygen. Now, under adverse conditions, yeast respires in the absence of oxygen. Now when the yeast respires, we have the following chemical reaction: C6H12O6 in the absence of oxygen gives you C2H5OH and CO2 with 2 ATP of energy. Now, C2H5OH is called ethanol. Now, from the question, you are asked for the product of the respiration of yeast, the anaerobic respiration of yeast. Now, they said carbon dioxide and ethanol. So your answer here should be A. A is the correct answer to this question, ethanol. Thank you and God bless you. Please ensure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hello, good day and welcome. Today we'll be dealing with Biology Past Question 2019, Question 9. Underground storage stem which grow horizontally in the soil are A. bulbs, B. runners, C. rhizomes, D. combs. Now, when you are given a question like this, to answer the question efficiently, you need to have foreknowledge of let's say all the options. A is a bulb. Now, what is a bulb? Hello, good day and welcome. Today we'll be dealing with Biology Past Question 2019, Question 9. Underground storage stem which grow horizontally in the soil are A. bulbs, B. runners, C. rhizomes, D. combs. When you are given a question like this, at least you should have a foreknowledge or idea about all the options. Now we'll go through all the options briefly. A. bulb. Now, what is a bulb? Now, bulb refers to underground condensed shoots, and that's the keyword, underground condensed shoots. Now, this underground condensed shoots bear fleshy and scaly leaves, such as the onion. Now, secondly, we have the runners. Now, runners refers to weak stem that creep on the soil surface. So now the keyword here is weak stem that creeps on the soil surface, such as the potato stem. Now, thirdly, we have rhizomes. Now, rhizomes are underground storage stems. Fourthly, we have the combs. Now, combs are underground short swollen stem bases that grow vertically. Now, they are underground stems that grow vertically. Now, from this little explanation, you agree with me that the answer to this particular question is rhizomes, underground storage stem. It was listed here. They say underground storage stem which grow horizontally in the soil are the correct answer to this particular question is rhizomes. Thank you. Please ensure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hello, good day and welcome. Today we'll be dealing with biology past question 2019 and we're working on question 12. The products of tissue respiration are A. Glucose, oxygen and water, B. Oxygen, water and energy, C. Glucose, carbon dioxide and energy, D. Water, carbon dioxide and energy. Tissue respiration refers to the breakdown of glucose to give you energy. Breakdown of glucose to release energy. Now it is the process that occurs in humans and other living organisms to release energy. And the equation of the reaction is like this. This is the glucose in the presence of 6 molecules of oxygen to give you 6 molecules of carbon dioxide, 6 molecules of water and 38 ATP, which is the energy. And this is carbon dioxide and this is water, H2O. So now from this particular illustration, you agree with me that the correct option is option D, water, carbon dioxide and energy. Thank you and God bless you. Please ensure you subscribe for more videos. Hello, good day. Today we'll be dealing with biology past question 2019 and we'll be solving question 13. Excretory products in plants responsible for the discoloration of flowers are called A. Alkaloids, B. Tannins, C. Anthocyanins, D. Resins. Now, what are alkaloids? Alkaloids are plant oils. Although the functions of alkaloids are not well understood by scientists, we have tannins. Now, tannins and resins are stored in leaves and stems of plants. Now, tannins protect the tree from being infected by bacteria. So it protects the tree from bacterial infection. Now, resins are also stored in barks and leaves of trees, but the main function of resins is to protect the tree from injuries. Then we have the anthocyanins. Now, these are responsible for discoloration of flowers. So the answer to this particular question is option C, anthocyanins. Thank you. Please ensure you subscribe to our channel for more videos. Hello, good day and welcome. Today we'll be dealing with biology past question 2019 question 14. The process of maintaining a steady internal environment is known as A. Osmo Regulation, B. Equilibration, C. Homeostasis, D. Plasmolysis. Osmo Regulation. Now, Osmo Regulation refers to what? The maintenance or the regulation. Let's go with the regulation of moisture content, moisture or water content in animals. The regulation of moisture content in animals is Osmo Regulation. Equilibration, actually I don't know what this means. This is not even a correct word. We have homeostasis. Now homeostasis refers to the maintenance of a steady internal environment in living organisms. Now Osmo Regulation here is a type of homeostasis. Lastly, we have plasmolysis. Now plasmolysis is entirely something different. It's the shrinking away. Plasmolysis, this refers to the shrinking away of the cytoplasm from the cell wall. Now plasmolysis occurs in only plants. So our answer for this particular question is homeostasis. The maintenance of a steady internal environment is called homeostasis. Thank you and God bless you. Ensure you subscribe to our channel. Hello, welcome. Today we'll be solving biology past question 2019 and we'll be solving question 16. The labeled part I is the A olfactory lobe, B cerebellum, C cerebrum, and D medulla oblongata. Now you firstly you identify the diagram. This is the diagram of the brain. Now in the diagram of the brain, like this, this part is the cerebrum. This part is the medulla oblongata, and this part here is the cerebellum. Now from this diagram, which is similar to this one, the label diagram I is the cerebrum. That's option C. Thank you and God bless you. Please subscribe to our channel for more of our Hello, good day and welcome. Today we'll be dealing with biology past question 2019, question 17. The function of the part labeled II is that it controls A. Posture and balance of body, B. All voluntary actions, C. Temperature and appetite, D. Many voluntary actions. Firstly, we identify the diagram. This is the diagram of a brain. Secondly, we identify the part II. The part II is the medulla oblongata, or we can also call it the hindbrain. Now this is the part of the brain that controls all involuntary actions, like blinking of the eyes, beating of the heart, and other activities that go on in our body and we cannot control them. You agree with me that the digestion that takes place in your body is not due to your consciousness. So what the medulla oblongata does is that it controls involuntary actions. It controls involuntary actions. All involuntary, or let's say many involuntary actions. Now, the function of the part labeled II will be option D. So D is the correct answer to this particular question. Thank you and God bless you. Please ensure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for more of our videos. Hello, good day and welcome. Today we'll be dealing with Biology Past Question 2019, Question 18. To focus on a distant object, the ciliary muscle of the eye A. contracts and the lens gets thicker, B. relaxes and the lens gets thinner, C. contracts and the lens gets thinner, D. relaxes and the eye lens gets thicker. The eye is a very complex and elaborate structure. It helps us to see. Now the our sight is not just based on you looking and seeing what there are so many things that go on before you see. Now the eye composes of ciliary muscles and it has lenses too. Now the function of this lens is to direct the light. If the light is if it's a distant light or a distant object that you're trying to view, the lens will have to get thinner so you can see it. But if the let me write it down, the lens gets thinner for distant objects, but if the object is very close, the lens gets thicker. Now for the ciliary muscles contract when it's a distant object and it relaxes when the object is close. So the ciliary muscle contracts for far objects and vice versa for distant objects. Thank you and God bless you. Please ensure to subscribe to our channel for more videos. Hello, good day and welcome. Today we'll be dealing with Biology Past Question 2019, Question 19. The main function of the amniotic fluid, this is the keyword here, is for A. respiration in the fetus, B. protection of the fetus from shock, C. lubricating of the birth canal, D. nourishing the fetus. Now what is an amniotic fluid? Now during childbirth, the baby is immersed in a certain whitish or colorless fluid called the amniotic fluid. Now this fluid helps to protect the baby from shock. Let's say this is the mother, and then this is her womb. Now this is the amniotic sac, and here this is the baby, and this fluid at this point is called the amniotic fluid. The fluid is responsible for protecting the fetus from shock. Thank you and God bless you. Please ensure to subscribe to our channel for more videos. Hello, good day and welcome. Today we'll be working on Biology Past Question 2019 and we'll be solving the 20th question, question 20. It says, which part of the flower is responsible for protection of young flower buds? Now let's give a little sketch of the flower just as it is here. We have something like this, then we have something like this, and this is the petal. This place is the sepal. Now if the flower has something like this, we can call this the stigma, and then we call this the anther, and here becomes the filament. Now, the question is asking us which part of the flower is responsible for protection of young flower buds. Now, sepal is a defensive organ that encloses and protects the developing reproductive structures. In this case, the developing reproductive structure is the young flower bud. So our answer is sepal. So from my diagram, the sepal is II. This is the sepal. This is the sepal. So our answer to this question will be B, II. The part of the flower that is responsible for protection of young flower buds is the sepal. Thank you and God bless you. Please ensure you subscribe to our channel for more videos. Hello, good day and welcome. Today we're dealing with biology past question 2019, question 21. The essential parts of the flower are labeled A, I, and III, B, II, and IV, C, III, V and VI, D, IV, V and VI. And firstly, you ask yourself, what are essential parts of flowers? Now, essential parts of flowers are parts of flowers that are responsible for reproduction. Now, the reproductive parts of flower are referred to as essential parts. Now, what are examples of these reproductive parts? We have the stamens, which is the male reproductive system. It contains the filament and anther. We have the carpels, which contains the stigma. In this particular diagram, IV here is a carpel, V here is a filament, while VI is an anther. So we have IV carpel, V filament, and VI anther. Now all these three listed parts are reproductive parts of a flower, hence they are the essential parts of the flower. So our answer will be D. So D is the correct answer. Thank you, God bless you. Please ensure you subscribe to our channel.